New Brighton. Thank you.
Honourable Tohanari.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I first want to pay my respects and condolences to, first of all, Lutua Tamaiti, Sam Lutuinga's father, who passed away suddenly this week, and also Peter Whatiarofa, the former captain of Manu Samoa, two sons of Samoa, Mr. Speaker. So my condolences are to both families. Mr. Speaker, 20 years ago today, sounds like a song. 20 years ago today, on the 6th of November 1993, I entered this House. Today is the 20th anniversary of that. I want to, first of all, thank the Right Honourable Winston Peters of New Zealand First for giving me my shot at politics, and no, it wasn't my second party, it was my first. Mr. Speaker, I've been in for 6, I was out for 6, I've been in for 8. I know, sir, it sounds like a lag. I know it sounds like a prison sentence, a prison term, Mr. Speaker. But in 20 years, I've seen them come and I've seen them go. I've seen changes, sir, and I've seen things that stay the same, sir. And there's been one constant in all of those 20 years. Labor has no idea, they never did have an idea, and they never will have an idea. And just imagine, Mr. Speaker, just imagine if they ever got the reins of power, or to drive the ship. If they were, sir, a captain of a ship, they'd spend like a drunken sailor. But that's not all. See, there's nothing wrong with spending like a drunken sailor if it's your own money. But the fact of the matter remains that when you spend like a drunken sailor and it's not your money, it's the taxpayers' money, then there is something seriously wrong, sir. Pork barrel politics then and pork barrel politics now. And before he goes away, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Twyford gets up in this House and he says, in the great words of Lyndon Baines Johnson, I couldn't believe my luck, there was the biggest racist bigot from Texas that the United States had ever known. In fact, what he did was send the world into the Vietnam War. And this from Phil Twyford, the Member of Parliament in my own area, Mr. Speaker. I'm shocked and I'm horrified. And the message to children, sir, out there, is when you go home tonight, go home and read about who Lyndon Baines Johnson really was. He was the one that sent people to the Vietnam War. He was the one, Mr. Speaker. Oh, so this is the great Lyndon Baines Johnson. And therein lies the answer to the question, can these guys deliver? Can these guys run the ship? Absolutely not. And you know why? You know why, Mr. Speaker? Because they rely on old, outdated models like Lyndon Baines Johnson for their thinking, Mr. Speaker. That's where the thinking of Mr. Twyford comes from, Mr. Speaker. Oh, look, I don't know, sir. But let's take Sky City. Railed against the Sky City deal, but on the other hand, took tickets from Sky City to go to the rugby. Let's take a look at the man band. You know, let's have a look at the man band. They don't know whether they're Arthur or Martha, Mr. Speaker. For goodness sake, they want it both ways. 50 cents here and 50 cents there. You know why? Because they don't have an idea. They never had an idea. In fact, what they're doing is apologising for stuff that they did 20-odd years ago. But really, they want to do it again, Mr. Speaker. So what they're going to do is have Kiwi Assure. They'll get this thing up and running, and then what's the bet that they'll sell it? For goodness sake, Mr. Speaker, for goodness sake, Mr. Speaker, we've been there, we've done that, we bought the T-shirt, and we ain't voting Labor again.
Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Mr.